confession time. This is apology time. Okay, anyways, you guys saw the video I brought yesterday where this white man was literally telling black people that black people choose not to come out to protest, that black people forgot that ICE would definitely come as well to whoop their axe up. This man went into the point of illustrating and showing black people that were literally deported. So the video was just a lot of annoying stuff, right? So a lot of people went to his comment section and they were bashing him left, right, back, and center. And this man can literally not stand it. Okay, so he can literally not stand it. Although he claims in his video that he is not feeling anything for anybody. He don't owe anybody anything. Nobody owe him anything. But trust me, the moment black people came for him, like he was literally running 440 to the point that he literally dropped the video. He deleted the video. I was even thinking it was TikTok that deleted the video, because if you watch my video yesterday, I said it that it's like, I feel like TikTok actually deleted the video, but he was the one that literally dropped down the video. And here is his apology, okay? And you know, black people, trust us, the moment you apologize, we are still also gonna come and stitch and tell you what is in our mind. But anyways, before I will say anything, I want to say, I'll first of all go ahead and play his full apology for you guys. You guys know the way I roll here. I just want you guys to get the honest and detailed apology and understand where the apology is coming from. Then secondly, I'm going to go ahead and roll out all other clips for you guys, and so that you guys can actually hear what Black Americans also have to say. But anyways, welcome back to the channel. My name is Sonia. Subscribe, like, comment, and share. Credit belongs to the original creator of every single clips and stitches we have in our today's episode. And with that being said, let's dive right into this video, and I will be back with commentaries. For disclaimers, please, this is just for educational purposes only, not to come here defame, make you feel uncomfortable, or make you feel you're not worth it, right? Anyways, credit belongs to original creator. Let's go watch.
Hey TikTok, I wasn't going to make a video about this originally, even though many people asked me to in my DMs, because I felt like this video could only potentially benefit me. And I don't really need any benefit from this or any help. Like, frankly, I don't care if people hate me or if people have misconceptions about me due to like different videos out there. Because that's not the point of my TikTok. My TikTok isn't to get people to like me. It's not to entertain people. It's not to appease people. It's not to appeal to certain groups or anything like that. It's literally just to like reach out to right-wingers specifically and try to cast a wide net with my TikToks to reel them in so that then I can get them in the DMs, because that's where I'm truly successful. That's where I truly shine in trying to change people's minds. But then some people came in and they were like, well, no, I don't think it would benefit you. I just think it would be beneficial for a lot of the Black Americans who are seeing those videos that you made before that you took down. They're getting the wrong idea about you, and then they're gonna be like enraged. And I feel like that would actually really help to address it. So I felt like I would make this as an apology video to those people who are seeing the clip of the video that was miscommunicated on my part, and you know, automatically thinking, oh, he's like trying to call out black people. He's trying to tell us we're not doing enough. We're not protesting. We need to be out there, blah, blah, blah. Just to be clear, no, I am not saying any of that. And that was never my intention. I do not want black people on the front lines. I do not want black people leaving their homes to go and protest this. Like, that's literally just going to make it so much worse. We saw what happened during BLM. That's just not it. White people can go out there and continue protesting on behalf of everyone else, especially since white people voted in droves for this. Unfortunately, the white people who voted for this are not going to be the ones protesting it at all. It's going to be the ones who voted against this. But that's part of the reason I have this TikTok, is to try and convince those white right-wingers, any right-wingers, they don't have to be white specifically, to stop supporting ICE. I try to convince right-wingers of many things, try to change their minds on specific issues. Right now, the issue is ICE, for obvious reasons. So when I saw Black MAGA creators talking about ICE isn't our problem, as in ICE is not a threat to us, like we don't have to worry about ICE because we're citizens, we're not illegals like them, that's when I decided to make my original video. So when I said to the Black Americans who say ICE isn't our problem, I was not even thinking about how that could have been interpreted to mean all the Black Americans who literally voted for Kamala and say, it's not our problem, it's not our fight, it is not our job to go and protest this because we voted in droves against this. When I said, you know, ICE isn't our problem, I'm not talking about it's not our problem to protest, I'm talking about it's not a threat to us. That's what I meant whenever I said that. Came off completely wrong, it was completely miscommunicated. I had a misunderstanding about what that could have been interpreted to mean. Had no idea that that was already a trend that people are saying in like the Black community, like stay at home, ICE isn't our problem, yada yada. Lots of people asked me to take the video down because of the miscommunication, so I did. Then lots of people come into my DMs or on my comments in other videos and are like, why'd you take the video down? Because they're new to the conversation and they're like just now seeing it and becoming enraged, understandably, because it sounds like I'm saying all black people who say ICE isn't our problem, it is your problem, and like you might not know this, but blah blah blah, and like trying to educate that ICE is a threat to black people too, when black people already know that. So like there's no need to say that to them. White people are the ones who, if anything, that needs to be said to. Like, I know all of that. I agree with all of that. That's why that wasn't actually the point of my video. The point was to try and cast the net, reach out to Black MAGA, specifically like people who I saw online saying those things, like ICE isn't our problem, it's not a threat to us, and basically tried to just change their minds and say, like, listen, you keep saying ICE isn't a threat to you, and I know that you think that because you're a citizen and ICE is just going after the illegals, and I know you think that because your proximity to MAGA is going to shield you or something, but it's not. And like, basically that video was giving examples of how it's not about citizenship, it's not about proximity to MAGA, it's not even about legal status or any of that. It's literally just about race. That's all they care about. Like, if they're arresting Native Americans, it's always been about race, you know. And if they're arresting white people too, yes, but that's only if they're protesting. Like, they're only going after the white people whenever they're like impeding officers, even though they're not. Basically, a white person makes the ICE agent mad, they shoot them. That's kind of what happens to anyone at this point. And again, I didn't personally feel a need to make this apology video. I felt like I already addressed it in the comments with so many people, and I just wasn't going to keep addressing it over and over again. I was like, if people are sincere and they want to see my apology, they'll read through the comments, they'll see exactly like what my explanation is. And I just felt like an apology video is only supposed to benefit me. Like, I didn't feel like I needed that. Like I said, people can hate me all they want. Like, people can have whatever misconceptions about me. I don't really care, because those aren't the people that I'm concerned about. Like, I'm not concerned about left-wingers. I'm concerned with right-wingers. That's the whole point of my TikTok, is to cast the net, reach out to them, and then get them in the DM so I can talk to them one-on-one and try to change their mind about specific issues, like ICE, for example. Even if other people have already talked to them, like their own families, their own friends, even if other people have tried to have these conversations with them and it hasn't worked, I still feel like it is my responsibility to try. Like, I don't think that anybody is a lost cause. I truly believe that no matter how far gone someone seems, if you get them one-on-one and you show them the facts, you show them the evidence, like, it's not about citizenship, it is about race. And like, you're not safe. I don't want you to think that you're safe just because of your proximity to MAGA. You know, if you say all of that and you come with like a reasoned conversation, you can change people's minds. And it's happened a lot of the time on this TikTok that I have. That's actually where my following comes from, is just videos where I cast the net, I reach out to people in DMs, I change their mind, they actually decide to follow me, and now they like all my videos. Now they comment on my videos, like they did actually do a complete 180. If that has happened to even one person that I've talked to, then this TikTok is worth it to me. That's the whole point. The point is not to gain a massive following. The point is not to make money. Like, the point is to reach right-wingers and try to convince them to change their mind. But again, people told me, I think you should make the apology video anyway, just for anybody new that comes into this who doesn't read the comments, doesn't see it. Hopefully they can see the apology video and like you can explain what you meant there. They assured me that even though apology videos are usually to just like help the person who is apologizing, like try to clear their name or something, and even though I don't need to clear my name, I don't care to do that. I don't like care if people hate me on this app or like if people have misconceptions. They assured me that it would be beneficial to the audience, the new people who are coming in and like seeing that video that other people are posting about me and like becoming enraged, understandably so, and then just addressing that so that they know it's not just another white man trying to tell them like you're not doing enough or like you're not protesting and you should be, etc. In conclusion, I apologize to anybody new who's coming into this seeing that video, because it was a total miscommunication on my part. Please stay home. Do not go out and protest. That is not what I wanted. That was a complete miscommunication on my part. I just wanted to reach out to specifically the Black MAGA who are supporting ICE to try and convince them to change their minds.
Let me get this straight. You bring us into a topic that we didn't ask to be a part of, and now you're upset that you're getting dragged about it on multiple platforms. And now you want to come back and try to gaslight us into believing you meant something else?
99% of my videos are their defense.
Yes, because one word too many. You mentioned one group too many. Because we were not messing with you. Leave us alone. Like the young lady said, leave us alone. Why are you even talking about us? Why are you even bringing us up? Why did you even attempt to bring us into this conversation? And then try to pretend like you weren't trying to bring us into this conversation. You think we can't see through you? And now it's the woe is me. I talk about you, and now I talk about one, and now everybody wants to come to their defense. Yes, because we not bothering nobody. If you really meant to address that population, you would have done it. You just realized that you messed up and tried to double back like we wouldn't see it and catch you. How long did it take you to come up with that? How long did it take for you to figure out, uh-oh, I messed up? How can I somehow gaslight this and try to get sympathy? How do I somehow make it seem like this is their fault because they took my words wrong? How long will it take before they react to the words that came out of my mouth like they didn't come out of your mouth? And versus apologizing and maybe taking the video down, but of course you won't because it's making you too much money. And I find it funny how this video, the most recent one, only has 66 likes because people can see through you, but you won't take down the original video because it's making you too much money. It's getting you too much attention. And we know for your people, any attention is good attention. And this double back to woe is me and this attempt at, oh no, I didn't mean that. This is what I meant is why we don't trust y'all. Because y'all really be out here playing with our intelligence. And I don't understand how you or your people have not learned to stop playing with our intelligence. Because somewhere in you and somewhere in your epigenetics, you have that same plantation mentality that you're smarter just because you are who you are and you were born how you are. Leave us alone. Deal with what your people did. Deal with those other groups. We should have never come out of your mouth in the first place. And that's where you messed up. And that's where you refuse to own that you messed up. Leave us alone. If you learn anything out of this, it's to leave us alone.
I understand why everybody is on your ass. Just goes to show how uninformed you are. And I'm just going to give you a little smidget. Black Americans have the highest arrest rates, but we do not have the highest conviction rates. You know why that is? Because we are constantly detained against our will for no reason, for not breaking any laws. So being detained by any law enforcement entity is not uncommon for us. We understand it. So to sit up here and say, oh, we should be out there because they're detaining Black Americans while they're doing their ICE raids. Where were you when the police are wrongly detaining us? Where was your outrage then? Because I'm a Chicago kid. I remember in the late 80s, early 90s, actually into the mid 90s, they had warehouses in the city where the CPD would take you. And many of those people were never seen again. So to sit up here and act like we need to be shocked about what's going on and we should be out there putting our bodies on the line for people like you who never really gave a damn what was happening to the Black community. But now because somebody YT has died, and now because they're picking up Black Americans while they're deporting illegal immigrants, we ought to be outraged? Where was the outrage when it was just regular Americans being picked up by American police for no reason at all? This is why everybody is on your ass. So, leave the Black community alone and continue on to do what you gonna do, because Black America does not owe anyone in this country anything. Not our protests, not our bodies, not our support. Now, if some of my people want to get out there and work and do that, that is on them. But as for me and mine, we not going out there. Take your ass out there, since you so concerned. The fact that you can't...
The Black Americans saying ICE isn't our problem, you do realize that they're kidnapping Black Americans too, right? And
what now? Now what? Okay. And you know what else they used to do? They also used to kidnap us, beat us, rape us, lynch us, feed us to crocodiles. Due process? What's that? So do you think now we should probably like do something? Like, what do you think we should do? Should we like protest or march? Get down in the streets, loot. And what really gets to me is that why aren't you saying the same thing about white people then? Seems as though you're imagining ICE only rounding up and taking into custody black Americans instead of perhaps white Americans. And if your real claim to assert some sort of, oh, they're coming after Americans in general, why are you asserting black Americans into the conversation and not white people who perhaps even have more recent immigration ties than black? Oh, I know. It's because you subconsciously or consciously believe that being a white American is the default American. You guys are the, blue blood Americans, the Americans that have the longer, more refined, prestiged form of Americana. Despite the fact that I literally don't have a single ancestor who has not been in this country for at least 350 years and thousands of years before that, if you include my Native American ancestors. Are you trying to imply that Black Americans are lesser citizens than people who are white in this country or people who are non-Black American? Because if that's the case, I'd say if anybody, it's to be rounded up other white people with more recent European immigration ties. Now, don't get me wrong, my heart breaks and I hate it to the point where I don't even like watch the news really because it's all so just dystopian and terrifying. And what happened to Miss Renee is a tragedy by all accounts and it's disgusting. But how do you think ethnic Black Americans have been able to survive in the United States for around 350, 400 years or so? So, why are you admonishing or pointing a finger at ethnic Black Americans when we overwhelmingly, in the percentages of the 90% and 80 percentile margin, voted against the current administration that is currently carrying out these systemic, horrible, anti constitutional laws? Yet, we're supposed to be Captain Save-A-Ho for another group's woes that the numbers, it was a flip flop. And I'll be honest with you, even if we were to all get up and get out right now and run to the streets and get up in one mass black congruency and just run out into the streets and protest and get beat upside the head and be the first ones thrown in jail and all of the things, nothing would happen but a couple of more bruised black folks and black people with more criminal records. That said, I think it would behoove you to keep the child of the slave's name out of your mouth and save your questioning for people who either voted for or did not vote for this current madness.
Hey everybody. Azay, is that how you pronounce your name? I don't want to chop it up or anything. What I want to tell you is that you're telling us some shit that we know from the comfort of your home. Do you know how long Black Americans have been under attack from white people in this country? I mean, all of the immigrants just disrespect Black Americans. But do you know the harm that your race, your people, white Americans, have done to the Black Americans? Would you think we don't see what the fuck is going on? What is our job to rescue every black person? The woman that you showed is not even a Black American. She's a fucking immigrant. Do you honestly think I'm coming outside to defend a Somalian? Black men and women and children bodies are still being found. Black and brown bodies. Immigrants in these camps popping up, organs missing. We've had our towns burnt, bombed, and drowned. The White House, Pentagon, and Central Park is sitting on black-owned land. We don't collect a motherfucking bit of rent. And white folks just feel like they can tell us what the fuck to do, what issues we should be standing up for. We don't owe America nothing. Absolutely nothing. America is in black Americans' debt. Our history is being erased. I don't see anybody making a stink about black history. The group of people in this country who have given the most. But immigrants get to come in and say how the fuck they built America? These motherfuckers didn't start coming over here until after the foundations was already laid. What the fuck have they built? What the fuck blood has immigrants really spilt for this country? Seriously. We fought for our own fucking freedom when my ancestors were slaves. White folks didn't release us. We fought for that shit. Every goddamn right that we and my ancestors fought for in 1964, 65, I'm in my 60s. Is all but gone. Black folks don't have no protections. But y'all want us to come outside and fight for a group of people who voted for this shit. The people who tried to put protection on everybody, the people who told everybody what the fuck was going to happen, but no, because in y'all racist, irrational thinking, because I don't understand how the fuck y'all really think that y'all are superior over a motherfucker when y'all can't even think y'all way out of this situation. Y'all superior. Your superior asses need to be the fuck outside defending or fighting against what the fuck you voted for. Because we told everybody what the fuck was going on. We know white people been better than you know your motherfucking selves. That's how come we know that you motherfuckers are fighting inferiority. You're fighting to remain fucking relevant and centered. Y'all don't get to tell us what to stand up for, who to stand up for. Not one of these groups, black, white, brown, Puerto Rican, Mexican, Greek, fucking French, none of you motherfuckers are Australian, Ukrainian, not one of you motherfuckers. Senegalese, a Somalian, not one of you motherfuckers have stood up for black folks. I can definitely, for certain, say, proof is in the pudding. Y'all are nothing like your ancestors. Because your ancestors, when they fought with my ancestors, it was nothing to be said. They just got out on the fucking line. Everybody knew their goddamn destination and the job they were supposed to be fucking doing. You people can't even get it together to fucking organize. Black women are in the background organizing this shit for you, and you telling us what the fuck we need to be doing. If you don't sit your bitch ass down, sit your punk ass down and do what you doing, singing fa la 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 la. Keep doing what you doing. But when it comes to telling black people what we should be doing, that is not one white person's place. This is your system. White men thought it up. White people uphold it, and now it's backfiring on you and everybody that voted for it. We don't owe America or Americans anything. Nothing. Do you know what these people have planned for Black Americans? Do you? In your whiteness? Do you know what they have planned for Black Americans? They want us gone, and the ones that aren't dead, they want us enslaved. Why do you think they're erasing our history? We don't have time to be outside marching for motherfuckers who voted for this shit, voted for the white folks to eradicate us. I don't give a fuck if they lock up every immigrant in America. Especially if they voted for this shit. They voted. Y'all voted away my granddaughters, my great-granddaughters, and my grandsons' futures. Their rights, their freedoms. Y'all voted that shit away. All for the sake of your toxicity. Believing that y'all are so motherfucking superior. Y'all the cursed race on the goddamn planet. Talk about black folks are cursed. God protected us. How we cursed when we can have a relationship with God, the Son, and other people telekinetically. How the fuck are y'all superior? My daughters and granddaughters can make a child of every motherfucking race. What the fuck are you producing except for toxicity? Because all your motherfucking children are toxic. Who the fuck are you talking to telling somebody what we need and who's being? I don't give a fuck. Young man, I'm going to suggest that you either stand up, because I see what you're doing. That's why I'm just giving you a light touch of the anger that I'm feeling right now. This is a light touch. Could you imagine me on full fucking blast? Y'all trying to get people outside to defend y'all. Oh, white folks. Did y'all see the white lady that got killed? Everybody gotta stand up now. Welcome to the black motherfucking experience. We go through this shit every fucking day. One white woman means absolutely nothing to me. Though, I'm sad that she had to be executed that way. Because she was executed. But that was a signal to you, not to me. If you feel some type of way about them people being locked up for a day or two, then hop your white ass out there.
You realize that you are a fucking racist, right? You're a fucking racist. You're a chicken shit racist. Because you come out and you make videos to the black community. And when the black community gives you feedback, you turn off duets, you turn off stitches, you turn off comments. You make a follow-up video where you turned off comments, duets, and stitches, where you continue to try to provoke the black community because you want them to go out into the fucking street and save you, because now you, white man, realize they're coming for everybody. Now you want to say, no, I'm a hero. I'm trying to save black folks by letting them know what they need to do to save themselves. Motherfucker, they know what to do to save themselves. They have survived people like you and me for 1,000 fucking years plus. In this country, they've been surviving people who look like you and me for 400 fucking plus years. And the irony is, you know you're fucking wrong. You know you're fucking wrong because of everything that you turned off and everything that you're ignoring. You are the one not listening to fucking black people. You didn't listen to them your whole fucking life. You didn't listen to them until it fucking mattered to you. And even then, you're not fucking listening to them. This isn't their fucking fight. If you're that fucking worried about black people, go put your fucking white ass out in the fucking street. And stay there. And stay there until the fucking problem goes away. But you're not gonna do that. You're not gonna make yourself uncomfortable. Because deep down, you still think you're safe. And that's what makes you a fucking racist. All of that. And if anybody needs a reference to what I'm talking about,
Anyways, you guys have literally seen all of that video that I have for you guys, where this man is coming out now to say, oh, that was actually not what I meant. This was actually what I meant. It was supposed to be like this. It was supposed to be like that. And honestly, I can tell you for a whole fact that this is what these people are. The moment they try to bring out issue and they see that that issue is literally draining them, they will later come back and tell you that was not what they meant. You misunderstood what they say. In fact, you are literally not even informed enough about what they say, because that is obviously what this guy is trying to prove. You said something, and I'll quote. You said every single Black Americans that are always saying ICE is not their problem, that are they aware that ICE is literally deporting Black people? And you gave an example using someone showing the face of the lady that ICE literally deported this particular lady. And when I actually saw that lady, even in my video, I said it that this lady did not even look like Black Americans. This lady looked like a Somalian lady, and it was written on it, Minneapolis. And I said, this lady was looking like Somalian lady. So how dare you compare a Somalian lady's fate with Black Americans' fate? And then you have the girls to come out here. You did a particular video that you think it was best for views and every other stuff. And at the end of the day, you got your backlash and you are bringing down the video, and you have to start your videos with, oh, you don't really care, blah, 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 east, west, north, and south. But last, you apologize. You see why I keep telling people that Black Americans will not come for you until you come for them. Black Americans will literally be minding their business until you decide to pop nose into their business. And the moment you pop nose into their business and you're getting a backlash, then you have to get ready to be able to enjoy it for the moment. You have to get ready to be able to keep enjoying what you've literally used your hand to create. Because I find out that a lot of Black people will literally sit out and be on their own, even on the streets, in the supermarket, just name it, neighborhood. You get white folks always coming for them, telling them, oh, you do not belong here, oh, you don't even see what is happening. A lot of white folks have literally done videos just because they want to drag Black people outside there. They want Black people to come out and protect. They want Black people to stand up for ICE because they know the power of Black people, right? But I'm happy that Black people are not even showing up, because at the end of the day, you guys are not grateful for every single thing that these people have literally done. So right now, this is the apology video. This is what he's apologizing about, because he has started getting his ass whooped. Apart from that, a lot of Black people are coming for his comment section, east, west, north, and south, stitching his videos. Like, it was more like the heat was too much for him to bear, right? So he have to say, okay, he's taking some advice. Definitely, if I'm also the one, if I'm in his shoe, I'll actually act like that as well and be like, I really do not care. Do you get what I'm trying to say? That is what we do as human. Even when we care a lot, we are literally going to say, oh, we really do not care, blah, blah, blah. We are just doing this because of this, blah. Is a lie. We are all here for the content created, right? You care. You wanted to trend. You wanted Black people to get your attention. You understand? So don't come sugarcoat it. But anyways, I do not like violence. I do not support violence. So well done. I'm not going to say I appreciate it. I'm just going to say well done for your apology. Well done for listening to people that told you. Because according to what you said people told you that you should literally come and apologize to Black people, so that they will not misquote what you're saying. Well done. Kudos to you, and keep it up, okay? Keep it up. But please, as a white folks, do not come for Black people. I know that it's not all white folks, right? So white folks literally do know their lane. So don't come for Black people if you're not ready to get what Black people will deliver to your table. Because we don't have joy. Like, we are literally angry on every single thing. These people have gone through segregation, Jim Crow, redlining. Just name what these people has literally not gone through. And at the end of the day, you still want to be coming for them. You still want to make them feel like they're not doing enough. It is sad. It is that bad enough. Stop making Black Americans look like they're not doing enough. These people are already going through a lot. These people have done enough already, okay? Anyways, like I said, credit belongs to the original creators of every single clips and stitches we have in our today's episode. And for disclaimers, this is just for educational purposes, not to come here defame anyone or make anyone looks uncomfortable. This is me giving my popular opinion, okay? And I want to say a very big thank you to every single one of you liking my videos, dropping comments, sharing my videos. I do not take you guys for granted. You guys are absolutely the best. Anyways, thank you so much for staying stick and hook with me to the end of this video. And yes, guys, with that being said, with no further ado, I do like I always say in my videos, I'm going to be seeing and I'll see you guys in my next one. For that, bye guys. I love you guys.